In today's episode of Maha Voices, we speak with Matt Armstrong, a professor and a lifelong Democrat who was a Kennedy supporter that is now voting for Donald Trump. The stories of transformation have a similar thread to each: a people abused of their trust by a party that has insisted upon their moral superior vision of democracy, or one-party rule. Matt's words are impassioned and amazing, a breakup letter of the fiercest kind. Matt casts a clear vision of what it means to disavow a harmful orthodoxy at the risk of career, relationships, but for the grand ideal of country over party.
To the Democrats, this is my career suicide note, but it's also a thank you from someone who is done with careerism. I'm a lifelong member of your party, and I'm voting for Donald Trump. Why? It's not just your industrial-scale censorship or your endless wars or the fact that you disenfranchised millions of Kennedy voters. If that were all I had, it would be sufficient in terms of conscience and rage, but there's more to this story than anger. Your hatred and censorship has taught me to admire President Trump and to love my fellow working-class Americans, and for that, I thank you. This vote is for all the traumatized people who have been canceled and banished just for saying no to the establishment. This vote is for the surveyor, the farmer, the HVAC man, the nurse, the hairstylist, the deadhead, the veteran, and my fellow adjunct professors who have told me their stories about being bullied by the Democrats and their friends and family and their colleagues at work. This is for the young black woman in my class last year who, on the day of Kamala Harris's visit to campus, said,
"Oh, you're going to hate me, Dr. Armstrong, but I'm not going, I'm voting for Donald Trump."
Why would she think I would hate her for the way she votes? What has happened to our country? Somehow Donald Trump has changed my mind. Where I once saw a cartoon white supremacist, warmonger, and narcissist, I now see the man who renegotiated NAFTA, and the only president in the 21st century not to start a new war. Where I once saw the pal of the neocons, I now see a man who has awoken from his slumber and disavowed Dick Cheney, George Bush, and John Bolton, even as my own party embraces these men. Why has the greatest entrepreneur of my generation, Elon Musk, risked his career to side with Trump? Why has the most consequential grassroots environmentalist of my time, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., sacrificed friends, family, and reputation to side with the Orange Menace? Why has the most courageous peace activist of the 21st century, Tulsi Gabbard, left our party? Because Tulsi, Bobby, and Elon see what I see. Donald Trump is resilient, and he's risking his life to change the fate of our nation. Trump is transforming the Republican Party into the party of peace, free speech, and the working class. He has converted George Bush's billionaire boys club of big war, big ag, and big pharma into a party that cares about public health and embraces regenerative agriculture. Now, I don't think the GOP is all the way there yet, but they're clearly the party that embraces dissent, and dissent, brave speech, is the fuel for evolution. So, for the first time in my life, I'm voting Republican. In the name of peace in Ukraine and free speech here at home, I'm casting my vote as a Kennedy Democrat for Donald Trump.